We just put it back. Hey, bitches! Welcome. I've got all the best bitches with me here.
We don't have four. We don't need four squares.
We don't need 4 squares. We're like one big square right now. That's exciting. You could pop up like our little banner that says what we're doing.
Yeah.
Says we're live. I'm gonna check and make sure because it takes a second. Oh, Violet.
Baby.
This one.
Oh shit, she said.
Wow.
Okay, there we are. We are live officially now. All right, well, we need to change our name here. So give me just a sec, and then we'll see. There we go.
Thank you.
We change our name, and then we can get started. Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's gonna switch over.
It didn't alert. Yeah, it's just.
No, it's taking a second. That's why I was.
Hello.
There we go. And now we will switch back.
Well, then you're gonna have to turn the blur off because it's blurring both of them.
Oh,
That's okay.
you can turn it off.
Oh, here.
The up in the top.
Hi,
The
Jessica.
green.
Oh, yours. Yeah.
Jessica's here. Welcome, babe. Turn off portrait. There we go. Is that better? Yay, we're all here.
Yes.
So excited that you're
I'm
here.
so excited to see you guys.
Me too. All right. We have margaritas.
We do.
Hi, Jessica. Cheers, bitch.
Yes, but mine's a virgin, as it should be. I'm a virgin.
You're the least virgin of the rest of us. Mm.
I feel like your delusions.
That is fantastic after a 7-hour drive.
That sure is. That's tasty. If you need to mix it more, go for it. All right, so we are finishing Smilla's Sense of Snow, and I don't know where my book is. It was just inside. Maybe it still is. Let me go grab it.
Yes, that book.
That fucking book. I know. I wish
Yeah,
you
same.
could be here with us too. That would be super fun.
Oh, shut up.
We're gonna make it happen one day.
Yes,
Get literally all the bitches together.
we need to do that.
Yeah. What a fun surprise you being here. You literally just drove in.
I
Are you
literally rolled in the driveway like 10 minutes ago or something.
Yeah.
Not even.
Yeah, we've been on the road all day, so
That's tiring.
it's like a 6.5-hour drive.
Oh,
No, it is not.
Actually, it's a little further. You're about an hour further.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Plus
was.
stops.
No, we left at 8. 8? 8. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we
She's been
stopped.
driving all day.
We stopped twice because I have my 20-year-old driving one car and my 17-year-old did some of the driving. So we had to be gentle.
That's nice.
I didn't get below 3/4 of a tank of gas though. So we could have kept going. My bladder, on the other hand.
No. Our bladders often make a 6-hour trip, 12 hours.
Yes. We stopped after about 2.5-ish each time.
That's not bad. That's not too bad.
That's what we did when we drove out. I think it was like
Hi, teen.
Hey,
18.
We're missing you today
Try
too.
to
You
do-
and Jessica. Look at all these babes I have with me. Super exciting. So we will get to discussing the end of our June book very shortly. Smilla's Sense of Snow by Peter Høeg.
such an
But,
exciting ending.
Look at this girl. She will knock your elbow and your drink will go flying. So just be careful.
I noticed that. I'm like, you after my margarita, babe?
But I wanted to show everyone this hilarious thing that CJ just found. Fucking pickle beer.
That's amazing.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I would probably drink like 2 sips of that and be done.
Right? You'll relish every sip though. That's what it says. Relish. The finest brine. This is like, it is actual beer. That is so wild. It's not be funny. I'm gonna taste it though.
Very curious. I just
Rebecca
got,
and Des, right?
Yeah.
I know. Look, and why do you say it's not exciting to have Dominique here?
and I didn't know they were going to be here, so that was a surprise for me 15 minutes ago.
No, she was trying to surprise everybody.
Well,
But
this
because
one,
because Des was coming, I had to let her in on it. And then Dominique was like, duh, I'm gonna be there. So that's it.
well,
Everybody.
she knew that I was going to be here today. But
She did?
No,
Mom.
no,
Mom,
Mom knew I was going to be here today. So, are you going to get in the pool? Okay.
maybe. Okay. That's the nice dog. But she will check you out. She will check
Yes,
you out.
Mom. We got off the road safely.
We did.
Nobody died, despite
No,
Google
just
Maps.
pickle martinis.
All right. Pickle martini. This is definitely not a pickle martini though.
No, but
Definitely not. You are in the background petting the dog. That's your head.
I don't lie. I must have to say,
She's making her debut.
right.
Bitch's debut. Oh my goodness. I've never had a pickle martini. And I've never had a pickleback. Has anybody else had?
I've been around people that have had
The
them,
non-California.
but obviously I've not partaken in them.
Rebecca's from California. She lives here.
She's
Just for like 36 more hours, roughly.
We're gonna have to make it worth your while.
She still needs to sleep.
At some point.
Yeah.
But we also only have like 3 or 3.5 hours to drive tomorrow.
Oh, you're not going.
No, because
That's not
Shane is still.
So
he
he's
still has to
driving.
final out tomorrow morning.
Got it,
And
got it.
he's gonna drive all day tomorrow and meet us. So we're not going that far today.
Yeah. Obviously a
My
lot of
arms are too
planning.
short for this table.
Stop it. You can scoot forward. A lot of planning went into having all these bitches here. Clearly.
You guys can't see it, but it's chaos.
Like
There's
what?
so many kids.
A week or two ago, I sent you a text and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing on 29th?" And she's like, "Why?" I was like, "No reason."
Kind of, yeah, kind of. What are you doing? I was like, oh my God, you better be coming over if you're asking me that question. I'm excited. You guys are all here. It's gonna be a super fun night. You guys aren't gonna get to see all of it, but you can see at least the
Well,
next
hold on.
couple hours.
Houston can have us go bitches after dark.
Oh
There you
yeah.
We've
but
tried
on
that
what?
before, but we never post, we never say anything, so nobody ever fucking knows that that's what we're doing.
What was that on?
X, Twitter, whatever.
That was only on Twitter.
What? I think so.
Are you able to like share it?
Yeah.
We did. We shared it to the group.
But it would have been late.
Super, super late. The girls are in there. To watch.
Hey guys, no more pushing off each other.
Just making sure kids are being safe.
Yeah, you're fucking crazy.
Odin's over here dead manning in the water.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He looks like he's trying to float though.
Oh, he's trying to like, okay. Well, anyway, so we're going to be discussing the end of this fucking book. And we're calling it this fucking book because
What the hell?
how about the end of these books? Because there were two.
There was 2 books.
There was the first half that we read.
That was one. It was about
Yeah.
a boy dying,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then there was the second book that we read.
which was about a boat and ice.
Yeah. And I'm still
Pretty
waiting
much.
for. I want to know where the rest of it is. Like, where's the ending?
Well, Torque died
This book,
straight in the
Whoa.
ice. I mean,
it
I
didn't
mean,
say
do we
that.
know? He just
Not
doesn't
It didn't
appear.
say that.
It totally alluded to because
How?
Smilla's sense of snow, and so she knows the ice, and so she's describing walking him towards the different colored ice. It's very
Okay, but I need to know. Like, they no longer have a captain. So how are they getting back? What
For real.
happened to the mechanic? Like, did he go in warm water and like what's
He's
go-
with,
I need
yeah.
more information.
Peter? Fuck you very much. Fuck you very much.
Right.
I have never seen, I've never read a harder non-ending.
excuse me.
A non-ending. Literally, we wrapped up nothing except for we
Hold
know
on. We know
Hold
how
on.
Leia died.
we know. Okay, we wrapped
Sorta.
up the first
Okay,
half
we
of the
got
book.
that
That's
mystery
it.
solved.
We
but
got
all-
we wrapped up the first.
Yeah. We got a
Yeah,
whole
the
new
first-
set of non-answers.
whole new set of non-answers. That's
Well, hold on. We got a few
No.
more answers. Hold on.
We know
found
how and
out
why.
why there was the hole in his leg, the
Yeah.
muscle biopsy, is because he had a fucking worm in his body. It did not go to his heart, which would have killed him instantly, like it did the other Inuits that were down in the cavies, right? And so it went elsewhere. And so that's why they were doing all of the meetups, is to continue to check his health and how it was
Right.
affecting him, etc. So that explains that part of it. But then he stole a tape because he was with his dad out there.
Right.
I still have questions about this rock that they went to all this trouble to get to. Like
Uh-huh.
it was
Fucking
giving off
works.
heat, and so like
What is it?
right, like is it radioactive? Like what?
Well, we don't
They
know.
compared it to
They
a
never-
meteor, right?
It could be a
They said
meteorite.
it's a meteorite, but
It was for sure.
we
meteorite.
never
We don't know if it
answered-
was like
Yeah.
never
so
answered
they
whether it
were-
was an alien life form
Yes.
or just like
Yeah.
a really weird rock.
Yeah. Fucking meteorite. It was all.
I wrote my
after
own
meteorite. Okay.
like
I like your ending, team.
Everyone dies. They should have lit those explosives, and
Yeah.
just everyone blows up. Well, that would have been an actual ending.
Right, it would have been closure.
That would have been like done. Except then they would have still sent out some like new team to like figure out what happens, and it might have like started back up again. But at least
Like
that
a
would be like
never-ending, like,
another like a
cycle.
fucking
Oh my
loop.
God.
Oh my god, what book was that? What's the fucking loop book that we read? Not Station 11, the other one by her.
Oh, that's what,
Losing it right this second. We read it last
the
October.
author of Ready Player One.
Oh,
No,
Yes,
Armada.
no,
Armada.
no,
No,
not Armada. That's not the loop. I'm talking about the one that we read last October, Sea of Tranquility.
oh,
Oh,
Yes.
that one.
That
Yeah.
fucking
yeah.
loop. Yeah, where they like
Already
go
forgotten.
into and you like hear the. I don't
I
know.
did
Anyway,
forget about
who knows?
that was like
Teen, we needed your ending like 100 pages ago, though.
Fuck.
pages was this book? Tosh, please.
you know, I was excited.
How many pages?
A little
Too
bit at the
long?
beginning reading it.
I think
It was
we had at least a
502.
quarter. Okay, we definitely had like 125 pages way too long.
Yes.
502.
I thought I was going somewhere with this book.
Really did.
There were
really
places
did.
to go.
There were so many
We just-
places to go.
Took the wrong exit.
So many times.
We
Off
fucking
the cliff.
detoured off into
No,
like,
because the cliff would have been an ending, but we
Okay,
did
that's
not go.
fair.
but there were so many detours. That's the problem. There were so many damn detours.
'Cause no one was coming back. Oh,
They're
that's
very descriptive
very
detours.
possible. Or she suspected no one was coming back.
Yeah.
She knew no one was coming back and someone needed to know the truth. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Should probably let my husband know I'm alive.
That's a good idea.
To send him a link
That's
to the
good
live.
idea. Just send him a link. Proof of life. Made it. Oh my gosh.
All right, he knows I'm alive.
Wow.
Proceed.
Like, I don't even know what all you can say about this book besides it's too fucking descriptive, like fucking stupid.
We know
man.
Way
a lot
too
more
long.
about ice.
Way too long.
We do know about ice, but are we gonna retain
Yeah,
any of
no.
it to be
No.
able to
We learned a lot
calculate
about
the
fucking
ice?
worms too.
Yeah, there was way too much.
There was a
Worm
lot of
content.
worms.
Oh my god, was this
That
the
was
book?
accurate.
Was this the book that mom was talking about, like her least favorite scene in the book?
Oh,
Talking about
Mother.
the
When the fucking it must be because it was like when the body worm made its exit or
that's
something.
right. She was
And they
talking.
twisted it every day, a little bit every day, just to slowly pull it out.
Oh,
Right, 'cause she was
yes,
like-
that's
to
nasty.
see if I could put something in
She-
the book or in the
Yeah,
box. What was it?
something that we,
Something
I don't
that
know.
she
She's
had
like, you need
gummy
some
worms.
kind of fucking, something like gummy worms is, I think, what she was saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, because that would ruin gummy worms to me
She said
forever.
something,
No.
and we're like, huh?
I really enjoyed the black licorice though, and that was that was the biggest surprise this entire month. So, second biggest surprise was not having an ending to a book at all
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Very
That was,
interesting.
I spent a lot
didn't
of
get
time
that.
reading this week for there to be no
I think that
I
was
know, you
right.
like-
the book.
I busted the whole
last,
book out in the last
quarter
8 days.
yesterday.
That's fucked up.
I think he thought he was being like, yeah, artsy and
Really?
Okay,
yeah,
so
like the whole like let me give you the
let the reader make their own ending.
yeah.
I mean, I
Um,
get that.
Noxious, but it was way too descriptive, like a man. in
Yeah.
the worst way possible. And then the dumb fucking lippy twist. The
Oh,
fucking,
hold up.
Oh,
That
the
was my
butt chaser?
favorite part of the whole book. Favorite part, whole book, was when Smilla had an encounter with Benya. And when she was basically like, nah, bitch, I'm going to tattle on you and not let you go. And she's like, knock your shit off, bitch. And she grabs her and pinches her
by the labia.
on the lab. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah. She was like she did deserve it. She was such a little fucking bitch. But it was great because we got to see like a tiny preview of that when we were trying to do our movie night that didn't work out.
Oh my god, so
At least we got like a sneak preview of something fun.
that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think we spent a little bit too much time discussing
Ooh.
the logistics of how you get something into a slit.
Yeah, that's also still
Like I discussed with my 19-year-old, and we really discussed the anatomic. What is the word?
Anatomical.
No,
Like how it could work.
Yeah.
I don't.
There was a lot of discussion. with-
Anatomical logistics.
Yes,
that's
the
why.
logistics
Like,
of it.
like,
That's the word, bitch. That's why you're here. That's it.
How does this work?
'Cause otherwise it'd just be me asking what's the word over and over again.
No,
Yep.
You're
maybe he knows from experience. That's why he wrote about it.
I just
I think
assumed that
he's
was
touching
like a
his
metaphor for her
Maybe he has.
taking charge. I don't know. Like
You thought it was
I
a
was-
metaphor. That's
I
a
was
nice way to put it.
totally overthinking this. You know, it's like I really
You
don't
think.
know what I just read.
You read exactly what you read.
I was like,
You read it.
It was.
what
You're
just
right.
happened?
It was not a metaphor.
No, I don't think it was. And this is where
Yeah.
I was like, slit?
It was
I was
not
like,
a metaphor, Dominique.
No, and
How
this is where we really discussed like maybe
maybe
this-
he's uncircumcised.
he's intact.
Yeah.
He pulled that baby back.
That's
and
what she wanted.
That's
No,
what
that's
I
not
said.
what
And
it
it
was. That's not what it was.
suctioned in there. She put that hood back over it, and
I mean,
that is the only way I can see that it could even fucking happen. Like seriously.
Maybe it
Yeah, like,
wasn't
the
all that
logistics
much.
didn't
Maybe she just like pulled her like skin back and just like popped it to the tippy, and that was that. Like maybe it was just like less complicated than we thought. And she was like,
but
"Now
I feel
fucked you,
like
bitch."
I need to
That's- I
email the
fucked you.
author from like some junk account because don't tie it
He's
to
like,
me.
I need
Don't tie
your-
it to me. Bitch,
You're
you're
already
tied
asking
to
me
it.
to.
Also, this conversation is tied to it. He's gonna be like looking us up and shit, all like, "What the fuck?" She really did not.
But we did discuss this. That's maybe it was engorged and yes,
Bingo,
intact.
bongo.
There you go.
Bongo.
Intact is the only way that it makes sense. I'm telling you. There was a couple of other scenes where I was just like,
What?
to discuss this. It's a man.
Was you
A man
how
is
did they
discussing
try
this.
it?
A man is written these ridiculous scenes.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out because I'm fucking surprised, and it's a little salty, which actually makes me happy, especially with this fucking margarita.
I just want to smell it.
It's like oddly.
It's actually not. I don't hate it.
I'm not the only one. I was like, I'm surprised by this right now.
I would.
Do you
the
wanna
only
try
thing I
the
would say
pickle?
is it needs to be like
Smell it.
Just taste it. You can take a little.
Yeah.
Take a little doot doot. You always do.
The smell is not the same as the taste.
Put your
It
slip.
doesn't taste at all.
I put my tip in to slip.
Ew! Wow, I'm scared of
No,
taking it back. Actually,
as you should be. As you should.
okay, I would fucking drink that. Another swig.
I will have everything.
Yeah.
You. But I.
Your husband's gonna be like,
never
you just
drank-
shared with 4 fucking bitches.
Listen, he knows. He gets
Okay, he gets it.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
it. He knows better.
Oh, I love your nails.
Thank you. Except one of them, I'm so pissed.
They
one
like
of them
match
popped
these
off.
glasses right now. They're
So
like,
I'm like
really-
trying to hide it, but now we've talked about it, so now everybody knows.
Now-
Can you behind my margarita glass? But I love this
No,
color.
everyone can, that's really pretty on your hands too. It's like perfect for your skin tone. I love it. Dude, I can't wait till we all get together again
I know. So ready for
in October. I know. So we get like several days together.
and I'm gonna need it after this move.
I know. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you
It'll be a lot cooler than this, though.
Yeah. That's true.
It will. It'll be, yeah. Well, it's October. We're still hot as fuck in October.
But in
Well,
Salt
Texas
Lake,
might
it won't be.
still
as hot.
No, it's going to be nice and cool. I looked at the temps. We're going to be bundling up a little
She
bit.
just
in the
sitting over
evening.
there?
We're going to be sitting in a jacuzzi. Yeah, she's chilling.
I'm really surprised that that's the one that's out here and the other one is the one that's inside.
I don't know what she's
It's
doing.
usually the other way.
Taking
I
this.
don't know what she's doing.
Decompressing. She's
Probably. What's her birthday?
A year older.
16.
So to be right up your
Right before
wheelhouse.
mine.
And the other one's 21st.
Oh my god, and they're both Leos. Like right there. That's why I knew I would love them because I'm a
Mhm.
Leo too. The best people I know are Leos. Sorry, Des. Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
She's expressing her love.
You just said I'm a
Yeah.
bitch, and I just said my favorite people are Leos.
Yeah, because you just said I'm sorry, Des. So
I said I'm sorry, Des, literally right after.
no, right before.
No, right after.
Play it back.
Right after playback.
She doesn't relive her.
She
I don't need to relive my.
Uh,
The day is young.
Yeah, we are by the pool.
listen, Houston already said, listen, if that's the day that it is, we're sleeping on the couch. So
That's
the day could be young and old and we're gonna be ready.
Houston thinks y'all are crashing tonight.
Yeah,
apparently.
he said I'm ready.
we're absolutely not because the girls leave for camp at 9 a.m.
Oh,
He obviously doesn't know.
You
that,
need to
Mom.
send your husband that memo.
Send him the
He's
calendar.
already
Send him
like,
the
wonder
calendar.
how. I want ask him how
He
many
thinks
drinks
he thinks it's all
is.
gonna happen. That's what he
Yeah, miracles. Miracles
Did I
happen.
miss it again this year? What did I miss?
No.
thinks.
The
We're
retreat.
talking about
Oh,
retreat.
got it.
We will
Probably
get you
could-
there
Big old
eventually, Jess.
Yeah. Eventually,
It has
Jess
to
is
happen.
going to be able to make it happen. Yeah. And it'll be fantastic when we finally get you with us. Oh,
So, I don't even know how much more we have to say about that. I did mean to write some notes down about the last like quarter of the book, but I was driving listening, and so I did not. So I can't even remember what the scene was that I wanted to remember to discuss.
wasn't it one of your awkward sex scenes?
I thought it was, but I can't remember what it was.
I want to know what everybody thinks the
Mm.
rock actually is. Like, I agree that it's a meteorite, but like,
Like
do
an
we think it's
alien?
radioactive? Do we think it's an alien? Do we think it's just a giant like
Clark
poop
Kent.
nugget from a?
Clark
Kal-El.
Kent.
Yeah, like from Kal-El. Did you ever see Joe Dirt?
I
I
did.
thought it was a meteorite. No, it's just a chunk of shit that fell out of an airplane.
Oh, I actually forgot about that.
That would be funny. That would be funny.
No, it was interesting the way he wrapped that part up. Like, what the fuck is the rock? I was like, if he doesn't tell us what the fucking rock is, I'm gonna be really pissed.
Well, and what I-
Why did I need to know so badly what the rock was? I don't know, but I did.
Well,
Do you
that was the
think
whole
that these
reason I went
questions-
there. Like,
Yeah.
and we never
Yeah.
answered that question.
Did we
Well, the
what?
the whole question was what was finding out about
What
How-
killed?
yeah. So in hindsight, the meteorite was not or whatever was
I-
not like
Yeah,
It
it
wasn't the
wasn't like
reason
the
they died.
focus.
Yeah.
No,
And
I
then-
guess if you really think about it in those terms, like what was the focus? It starts off with a murder of a child, and we do get eventually why and how and who. And so we do get one answer to that question, but in reading it to get to that point,
like why make it
he added so many other things
Yeah.
to like force us to like want to find answers like to those as well, which is like fucking annoying. But
yeah
I
like
mean,
is
well
this-
done. At least we got like the
is
one
this a
answer.
sci-fi book?
Were you
or-
guys satisfied with the information learned about Isaiah's death?
Yes, but
Were you guys satisfied?
all the new mysteries that were introduced.
I mean, yes and no, right? Because Torque said that he jumped, which explains
But he was being chased.
right, but it explains why he was up there, and it also explains why
Why
he
he
was
kept
holding his
going.
head. Because remember, it said that he was covering his head, and if he jumped, why would he have done that? Because he was being chased. So I mean, like, yes and no, but it's like, I don't know.
Do you think
Like,
she
why
was
was he
satisfied?
on the opposite building?
Do I think Smilla was satisfied? No, actually.
So then
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
But she
I
also
don't think
said
that
it
she
in
was
there that
satisfied.
that he wasn't gonna give her that information.
That's sad dog. I could
Oh,
let him
I was
out,
like, what am
but
I
he
hearing?
hasn't met your daughters yet. So I was like trying to make sure that one of us was around while he did that.
Oh,
Because he's
okay.
a fucking. If he gets crazy, Violet is gonna go try to like. Violet goes with him, but to get in his way. So she's the family protector. She thinks
Yeah.
that Caber's gonna go after someone. She's gonna like try to bolt there faster to like kind of cut him off at the pass. So it looks very scary to have both dogs coming at you. So I didn't want your girls to have to like, as soon as they got here, all like, oh my God, that's fucking crazy. Your dogs are trying to.
Probably not.
They're not little.
They startled me. Well, they know.
But yeah. Well, yeah, weight wise, that's probably about the same.
Yeah, but he wasn't quite as tall. No.
He was chonky. Yeah. Violet was for a hot minute too, because she was stealing all Caper's food, and he got down to like bare bones. So we had to really like start paying attention, and she even does now. She'll sneak his food if we're not paying. She's wild, but that's rescues. That's rescues. She was a starved dog before she came here, so that's what happened, I guess.
Jessica, when you say yes and no, as far as like, is that whether you're satisfied with the information or do you think Smilla is?
Okay, well, she's answering. It says it's a meteorite, specifically a meteorite containing evidence of potential extraterrestrial life.
That's was my question.
Fucking worm.
Yeah.
But they still kept saying it was giving off heat. So the heat was not coming from the Arctic worms. The heat was
they're
coming from
trying
the
to,
rocks.
yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to understand.
So maybe that's why, though. Is because obviously it was able to hold life in a fucking worm. So maybe there is life in general wherever this thing had come from.
And they said that the worms adapted, and maybe there was something about the meteorite that caused them to adapt to be able to live in humans. But we don't get that from the book.
No, we fucking don't.
Are you finally gonna put sunscreen on? Let me get you a new one, babe. I think that's empty. I'll be right back, you guys.
I wasn't satisfied that I don't think Smilla was either, because knowing what happened doesn't he just no. But putting Torque in the ice, letting him just walk through because she at the end she is discussing the different color of the ice and how thin it is or whatever.
He knows he's not gonna,
and he's not paying attention, right?
Yeah.
So he's following her parallel, thinking that he has the one up on her. She's like, bitch, you don't even know where you're going.
Yeah. She's like, you're about to go.
You don't have no sense of snow.
No, no, exactly. So no, but I think generally, I think that she's not gonna get that closure with Isaiah. Yep. True. But if she's the one to hand down his sentence of death in ice,
Then is that justice?
on one hand, but it's quiet justice because not everybody will know, right?
Well, but is it for everybody to know, or is it just for her to
Well, if none of them come back, like her mom's never gonna actually know what happened to her kid, right?
Does mom really care?
I'm not sure.
I think it was just for
Yeah.
her to find justice for him. You know?
Well, she just cared that they had a place to stay, and that's why she was staying quiet, is because they could take it away.
I feel like the mom knew the whole time what really happened. I don't think it ever said that, but like that was the impression I got, that the mom knew the whole time, but she was so out of it from trying to deal with her loss of her husband that she was never sober enough to be angry. I don't know.
Well, yeah, because it did say though that she was only sober for like 2 days
Yeah.
in the very beginning, right? And other than that, she was just drunk, and the people were in and out of her apartment. So she said for both.
Okay, both.
Let's see what Tina said.
What?
Happy ending.
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, Torque has too much power, right? Turk, whatever his name was.
Yeah, I don't know how to.
And that's what he said he wanted. Yeah. And well, I think when we were like, we finally got to kind of listen. And so we were able to hear like more of the like pronunciation. I think it's Turk, but anyways, he even said it. He was like, that's all I'm interested in anyway.
Did anybody find this on audio? Because I was trying.
CJ did like yesterday.
I only found it in German.
Yesterday morning,
I
I
have no
literally
idea where
did
he
found
yesterday.
it.
I was like, where the fuck were you when all of us said this shit?
Right, because I was like, I've got 7 hours in the car. I could just
Yeah.
listen to it instead
Yeah.
of sitting here and
Yeah.
reading the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's. I have no idea. He never actually told us where he got it from. Because even Emmanuel was like, "Where did he find it?" Yeah, I have no fucking idea where he got it from. I have no idea where he found it.
Where? Who found what?
CJ, where he found the audio. Because then he had to send it through files.
Yeah, well, you had to download it because it was like an MP4 or MP3, whatever the sound one is. You had to download it and then send it to us, and I don't know. Anyways, also,
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Let's see
forgot
what
he did
happened
this,
to
the
her.
same thing.
I didn't remember what happened to his daughter.
She had an accident. I don't remember.
oh
but
yeah,
it was in another country, but like he was
Yeah.
also on the expedition when Isaiah was.
there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they both of them were there.
They were there. It's
I
like
think
they
I
brought
was
their kids,
sus.
and
Yeah, and they both saw, and so they were like monitoring them, so they wouldn't. They wanted to see how they reacted.
Yeah.
I don't know if the daughter was exposed, or if they just got rid of her so she wouldn't talk. I don't
maybe because she
remember.
was older. I don't remember that part either. But I don't know. I don't know if it actually gave us that info.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to this
Maybe
one.
Tina.
Teen. I have given all of you my logins to like all of the things. But no, I haven't.
You
No, I haven't.
You got it on Hoopla?
Ever.
I've never used Hoopla, so
I checked that one. Like I said, that's the one that I checked that like didn't have any in stock for us to rent. Probably could. Teen had the one copy.
Did you get a physical
Probably.
copy? Like,
No, like the digital,
No,
like the
we only
audio.
got
They only
the
allow
audio
one
on Hoopla.
okay, because where I
I've never
looked, I
used
forget
Hoopla.
where I
I
looked.
need to get
Yeah,
it.
it was
I
there
need
was
to
like a
get it.
queue. And
That
I'm
was
like,
Hoopla. Because I found the same thing.
why?
And
Why
it was
do
like
Teen had it.
they have to
Teen and I
also have
checked
it
out.
for like your local library.
why do
but
they
I was
only
like,
allow one at a time? It's a file. Can they?
yeah,
or is
they
it
only wanted to
licensing?
buy one audiobook. They didn't want to buy like several audiobooks. Because
I
they still have to
see.
pay for like
I guess.
the actual audiobook itself.
Yeah, but that's weird as shit.
Same as they have to
Right.
pay for like an ebook or a physical book. Like they're
Yeah,
only
but
gonna carry
hold
so
on,
many
how does
copies.
that work?
But
When
in
you're
the
going
digital age,
on,
like it makes no sense.
Everand. Everand is like a library, but all of the people can listen all at the same time.
That's a little different. I don't think they started by actually having licensing to do.
What? No,
They are now, yeah, but I don't think they originally did, and that's why they weren't charging before, and now you actually have to pay because I think they got.
they were.
Boot.
I've always paid for it, even when it was scribed. And then they changed the
you?
name.
Oh,
Now, Everand. EBERAND. You log in.
I listen to a lot of stuff. Go back and
I
forth
have?
between Everand and Audible.
I never.
Because there was one audiobook that we could get on there.
I never have heard of this.
Did you last year?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Next
I don't
time,
remember.
share that info. Never heard of them.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just like apps where you can borrow library books, basically. Oh yeah. I don't know your info for. She's winking, although you can't see it. And I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right? Yeah, we have no idea.
So, do we have anything left to say about Peter Høeg?
Who?
Who?
What
Listen,
the
do we
hell?
have
That's all I have
anything
to
left to say about Peter Høeg?
This is how
First of all, he a freak and he likes a lot of weird sexy sex.
yes.
Or really boring, sit there and do nothing sex. Like I just want to sit inside. That sounds like a
Something.
that sounds
It's
like
Mormon.
actually that sounds kind of like a fucking song lyric or some shit.
What?
Yeah, it really does sound like
The
something
fuck
some
are you
rapper would be like,
listening
I just
to?
wanted to be in her. But instead it was the other way around, you know what I mean? We just slept in her. We didn't do anything.
I get the impression he's like sexually frustrated because you get to the end
For
of this
real.
book and you feel like it's a ton of buildup, and then you get left right there.
Yeah.
At the cliff.
Yeah.
So
And you're like,
Yes.
so there is a metaphor. The metaphor.
Yeah,
this
there
book
is-
that's
Yeah.
what the metaphor
of
is for.
his-
Like getting there and then like just watching it slip away
There you
without-
go. That's what it
without a
actually-
conclusion.
That's what it actually
That's
is.
his
at the
problem.
end.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Wow.
So that
I really wanted to give this book 4 stars. I already was not going to give it 5 stars because I'm not going to read it. I'm not certain I'll recommend it. But also, the sex scenes immediately made me go 1 star left because they were so fucking
Which is
weird.
weird for Des.
There was
And
so
then-
weird.
no, it's just fucking weird. It was like out of place, left field.
Yeah.
They were out
And
of place.
They weren't even.
They were out of place.
And then if we cannot actually imagine what the fuck you're saying,
You want to know why you know that this was written by a dude? It's because he was overly descriptive of the room that they were in.
well, so yes, so that
but
or-
not of the actual acts of anything.
Right.
They were literally sometimes like 1 or 2 sentences, and that was it. But you got like 50 fucking pages of what the boat looked like.
Oh yeah, we know the boat.
Oh,
We could draw
walking
the
around
boat.
I know.
boat.
Walking around the boat, like, bro, we get it. You know a boat, but do you know a woman?
they could
Like,
all
you
draw the
clearly do not
missing.
know. Yeah, you clearly do not. You know about ice and fucking stalactites and shit, but you don't know anything. I mean, maybe he knows a little something about clitoris, but he doesn't know that much because he only got a little inside deep. So that was it. That was it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And then, like, the only other time we hear about them doing some shit was when she was like, and then we did. And I was like, okay.
On the boat.
Thanks.
I
For
wish I
that.
could figure it out. I wonder if I
Depressing
can figure out what the
tone.
scene
I
was.
think that's so too, teen.
Oh, that
Thank
was
you.
good.
It's
Yeah,
supposed to
like, I
be a
was like,
thriller,
this
but
is
it,
kind of funny, but
the thing is when you want to have a thriller, I think that you need to like cut it to so many pages and not be overly descriptive. Like he does not assume that his readers can imagine anything. And that's
Yeah.
what's super fucking irritating is he overly describes because he assumes that you have no idea what he's fucking talking about. And I'm like, we're smart enough, or we can also leave it to our own imagination. We don't have to like fully describe every single teeny tiny little fucking thing of every room that he enters as every character here.
this is what it is.
What
Continue. Continue.
No, I'm basically done. You go.
Okay, so it wasn't that it was funny. I actually really liked this passage. So what it was is this is when she sees him walking down, the mechanic walking down the landing platform.
Oh, when she realizes he's there.
She says, I realize that we've always been strangers. When you're young, you think that sex is the culmination of intimacy. Later, you discover that it's barely the beginning. I really like that because,
Yeah.
I mean, of all the things that they did, it just proves that you can give yourself to someone without giving yourself to someone. You can enjoy yourself physically, but it's not that is
That is
even
not the
true
culmination of it, yeah.
intimacy, right?
Right.
It's everything else that is outside of the
After
bedroom.
sometimes, yeah. After. In some
Well,
cases. I get it.
I need that.
anyway, that
A lot of
was- I
people
was
build
like, oh,
intimacy
that's
leading up to
good.
that. Our author does not build intimacy leading up to, nor does he build, nor is there any intimacy afterwards. I mean, there's like very small moments, and I think that like they're written in the moments where
Avery.
where Smilla and the mechanic are in his house and he's cooking for her. That is the most intimate I feel like we really get.
Yeah.
Aside from like the moment where he like kind of keeps her warm after she froze in the water. But that's like it. And it's all about food, which I mean, bomb. He was like a good cook, but I'm
He
kind of
was.
mad at him for being a good cook now because he's fucking on the other side. But I knew he was always on the other side.
So mad.
Did you know he was on the other side? Like, did you know he was in on it somehow? I didn't know how he was going to fit in. I'm like, he's a mechanic and we have no name. He's definitely in on it. We're going to find his name out later. He's going to be somebody that we already talked about but never saw. So I knew it was coming, but I didn't know how it was going to fit.
Well, I knew he was more than what he said. Like you could definitely tell he had some sort of past or background that he was not sharing with her.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, definitely.
Didn't expect him to be on the other side, but
There was.
I wasn't super surprised. It just I wasn't expecting it. I guess.
I had a feeling he was there at some point.
Oh,
You-
shit, teen. Oh, wow.
Poor Peter.
Yeah,
Poor Peter.
definitely.
There's better into.
Right.
Maybe that's part of it too. Is
Maybe
like
that is a disconnect.
translated.
Yeah.
That was a disconnect. Could be.
Maybe.
Is that what we're going to say about this book? That's why it didn't totally add up? Is that there was a disconnect from language?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Wow.
It was
So
a
does that mean we
disconnect
need
from
to add half a star for the language barrier?
I don't know about that.
Maybe. I don't know if I'm willing to do all that. All right. Do you, right? We do have imaginations.
Right.
Like we're allowed to just like leave a little to
Yeah.
us. Leave a little to your reader to like have to come up with something.
Our boat
Like,
could look a
The
little
ending of the
different.
book.
right.
The
Right.
entire
I guess that's
ending.
the full ending. That was
Yeah.
what, that's the only time he gave us like our own imagination was when he decided like now you decide how it ends.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the information now. Whatever
Sure.
happens with it.
So choose your own adventure. Choose your own
Yes.
ending.
Okay,
Figure
Can
it
you
out.
check on that damn dog?
hold on. So if we were to, but not the ending. Okay,
Right.
if we were to grade this book
Right.
on two separate books, the first half
Oh.
about a story about a boy who's died, and the second
First
half, how would you grade just the first half?
I would give the first half like 4 stars easy.
Okay,
Yeah. I liked it. I really thought,
it's going somewhere.
yes.
Okay,
I was enjoying it.
I liked the first half a lot better than the second half.
Yeah.
But the problem is you didn't get the conclusion to the first half
Right.
until the end of the second
Yeah.
half.
yes,
If he had just taken out all the shit in the middle,
yeah,
it would have been way better.
it
Like
was a waste.
skip the entire boat ride.
okay,
Yeah.
Just get there.
yeah,
Give us the answers.
Yeah.
There
There was
definitely-
like a lot of extra like side shit. Like I
Yeah.
really didn't need to know about like, you know, the sprinklers going off several fucking
The
times.
bread.
And how there was never fucking fire and how there was hot bread burning someone's
Yeah.
throat. Like
the bread rising. Oh, first half, she says 3.5. I was gonna say 3.5 to 4 because I really wanted to like the book.
I thought it was going
Once I got
somewhere
through the
big,
second
and that's why I got
Yeah.
it for because
maybe
the thriller aspect was very high in the first half.
Yeah.
It was really leading
The-
up.
the
She was being
very-
followed constantly. She was getting phone calls.
yeah.
She was being threatened. She was almost killed more than once.
Yeah.
It was such a big buildup in the first half that I was like, wow, this is gonna probably suck because
So-
they did way too much in the
It was
first
all
half.
there.
But we also know that there's so much description that he was going to continue that same fucking path. And I was like, dude,
So
are we going to get like a really non-ending ending? By the time we got through some of this boat shit, I was like, we're not getting an ending. I fucking knew we were not getting an ending.
I feel it's almost like, so yeah, the story at the beginning, we're all
Yeah.
agreeing it was good. And that where his imagination was, it's almost like he did a lot of research. You know how like authors do
Yeah,
research. And he
yeah.
did research maybe on icebergs and ships.
But not on
He-
sex. But not on sex.
Well, he had,
Very much a man's
he had his
perspective
own
on sex.
research.
Yes.
And that was enough for him, you know? But maybe he did all this research on like ships and boats and icebergs and this and that. And,
And
and maybe
then
it was
dropped
really
the ball.
exciting for him. And he wanted to share.
So he's a boat collector.
Fine. Write a nonfiction book on
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
This
like,
was like
don't ruin
non-fiction.
my
This
feeling.
is
Like,
not
I
a 500-page
happened.
book is not a thriller. It's too long for the genre.
No,
How
I
excited
agree.
he was about the boat.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
bet
Maybe
more
that's
like-
what happened.
He's on the spectrum. That's what I was saying.
Maybe.
Maybe he was like, let me do some research. He's like, oh, that's really cool. I want to share that.
All
Oh,
right,
that's
so
really cool. Instead of
Teen
like,
and Jessica
know,
agree.
it looks
3.5 for the first
I
half.
didn't know how
Okay,
to-
so it's like 3.75 with all of this right here.
Basically.
Now, only think about the second half. The second half consists from her getting on the fucking boat, smuggled onto that boat to the end. Like, I think it's a solid 2.
yeah.
And I feel like that's being a little generous.
Some parts were good.
There were,
Some.
there was entirely too much boat description.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was
the
so over it. I
scientific
just was like,
information
can I skip
was way more interesting than
Yes.
like the extra boat information.
Although
The science of all of it was actually quite cool.
right?
We can picture how a boat looks.
See, this is what I'm thinking. I was trying to be nice, right?
Okay, but his description is like, if you've never seen a boat or ice
Maybe you're blind.
or water, well, if I'm blind, then can
Blind man
someone
lived on
can
boat.
someone please electrocute my ears? That would be great because that was the most interesting scene. Dude, that fucking death was wild, by the way, you guys.
Oh, the blind guy?
The blind guy
Yeah.
Mhm.
to take away his only like
Yeah.
sense
God,
that he has
deprivation.
honed, that he has honed for his whole life. I was like, Peter, that was fucked up. I
Really
know
was.
it's not real, but fuck, that would be so fucking mean to like literally try to deafen someone who is blind already.
Like, were they trying to get something
Huh?
out of him? Or like, were they torturing him for information, or were they just trying to kill him?
What? She's done.
Oh.
No, they already got the information I think that they needed out of him,
Angry at
and
him.
yeah, and I think they were like, you know what, we're just gonna take a little bit more, and so they did, you know,
Wait, was it
mafia
the
shit.
what's his name? Berlin, that guy? Was he the okay, well that makes sense. He's just
Verlaine was the killer of like all. The
yeah,
people
like he was the
besides Turk.
enforcer.
Yeah.
Although he seems like he's more geared towards like torturing women, so it's kind of surprising. that-
Yes, he said he did hate women.
Yeah. like-
Turk said that when
Yeah,
he met up with
Yeah.
Smilla in the snow because he knew she would come.
I mean, not them.
I
but-
did like his interest in her to see what she did. That was interesting because he knew that she just would. He was like, I knew you'd answer the phone because
Mhm.
you're not like basically regular women who are going to run from these.
Nah,
things.
he liked her. He was like, dang, we could
You're
have
smart.
been.
You see things
Yeah.
that we don't see.
Yeah,
So like his interest in her was made it a little bit interesting.
yeah,
But other than that,
yeah.
there were a few exciting moments on the boat. But also,
Oh my God.
Jefferson
Also, very
keeps
much.
asking her for a cookie.
Yeah,
Yes,
Golson.
very much.
Can I get a quickie?
Poor
Yes.
guy.
100%.
Come on, Peter. Like, do better.
So bad for him. He got killed off.
I really didn't. I know that's awful. Like I wanted him to have some like surprising redeeming quality. Like I wanted him to save her life and then end up being a good guy. Just
Something. Somebody needed a redeeming quality.
somebody.
No one had.
Yes.
So
Every
him
one of 'em.
making the lights go out was crafty.
You know who had a redeeming quality and it pissed me off? Is fucking Moritz. He helps his daughter in the end, and that was
Well,
the
because he's a
shocking.
fucking dick generally. So you
Right.
better show up for your kid.
No, because she was like, he doesn't normally do all of these things. Like
Yeah.
she was even like surprised by his behavior, and so
Yeah.
because of that, we were surprised by his behavior. But I was like, Dom. I mean, he was like the only surprising character that like did the like a good thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, what the actual fuck?
You're small.
My
ankles.
head to toe is swelling. That's really
Yeah, probably. Oh my god. All right. So Jessica said 2 on that, 1.5 and 2. All right, you guys. And let's give our complete.
Can you reach that?
Give yourself more.
full rating.
No, I'm fine.
Full rating, full bitch rating. Now, what are y'all giving?
Full bitch rating. Okay, let's get the
How many pumps are we giving this full book here?
Where is it? General?
Yeah.
Can we give Peter a couple extra pumps, or is it still just 2?
On the top?
Oh, the
Yeah.
rating.
Oh, it is. I totally looked down. All right.
Yeah, like some parts we said about quite a few.
It was awful. I couldn't quite.
They did all suck.
So did we have a
Like,
character
even-
at all
even-
besides Morris?
No,
I
even
didn't even like.
Smilla was like a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
But like she was such a badass in the first half that I thought for sure that like I would get over her irritating me. I never got over her being irritating. But she was written from a man's perspective, which
I did
rarely
like from the beginning.
adds up. Yeah. I was like, she's kind of cool. She does things like on her own. She never answers any fucking questions. She literally just lets other people keep giving her information because she doesn't say anything. I mean, that's definitely like a good tip in general. Like, just look at them. They ask you a question, just look at them. And I was like, you're right. Because if you make someone uncomfortable, they're going to just keep talking. And they'll give you the information, and you don't even have to say that you didn't know the information prior. So I was like, she's cool for that reason alone. And then she just was like, now it's a bit much. Like, you don't need to hook him like that. Like, you don't need to. You don't need to, like.
She hadn't been with anybody for a while.
And she was like irritated about herself falling in love and was like weird about it. And then she's like, of course, I fell in love with someone I didn't know. And so that was fucking stupid. Dude, when the mechanic showed up, though, I was like,
On the boat?
yeah. When he comes, I was like,
I knew
fucking
he
here he comes. Here he
I knew
comes.
he
I
was
was
gonna be
wondering
good.
where the fuck he was. I thought he was hiding on the boat somewhere.
Yeah.
And then he already knew that she was going to be there. But she didn't know that he knew. Like, I thought it was going to come together like that. But I was incorrect in that.
So is this 2.5 or is this 3? Team.
That's 2.5.
Mm.
Remember, there's
Those 2 cubes in an
A snowflake? I really don't think. Yeah. That's 2 threes. There are 2.5 and a 3. Avery's with Odin. Ben just super jumped in, but I think he's.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, he jumped in. He cannonballed on his face. So, yeah, it was interesting.
2.5. Okay.
All right, a 3 and a 2.5.
Okay, I need to look at the actual rating again. Okay.
Mm,
I'm gonna say 2.5. 2.5.
I liked some
I've got
parts.
2.5 on it. I've
Yeah.
got 2.
I liked some
Can't
parts
really
and I
get
enjoyed a
quite
bit. So I think I'm going. That's.
I'm gonna do 2.5
Are you
and
gonna
hide
do
my my janky nail. I got 2.5 also.
I would say 2.5 is probably where we're at.
Okay,
I
so did this rank higher?
wanted to like it more.
Is that high?
It's
So
higher than Snob,
so
but is it higher than Peter Pan?
I was
higher than
feeling like it was
Peter Pan.
almost to that. It was.
I think it was better than Peter Pan. I'd read this again before I read
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, let's put it
Lost
this
Girls.
way. We
I read the
watched.
first half.
This is my
We
lost
watched.
Girls of the
Wait,
year.
did we watch Lost Girls? We
We
did,
did.
right?
We
God.
did.
It's just
Okay. This is a film that we're gonna watch.
Pinky.
I feel like the film will be better than
I hope so.
the. Well, they're making it a series.
I hope
too.
that they leave some of the garbage
Yeah.
out. Like we aren't gonna spend
Oh yes,
45
so it is a
minutes
movie,
looking at the
and then
boat.
so
Oh my
we had
God.
found it and like literally couldn't find
It's
it
just gonna be like
anywhere.
cutscenes, like visual scenes, like scanning over the boat, and then the deck, and then the snow.
Well, if he was the director.
Yeah, yeah. If he has any say in it, if they just write it from the book.
But
I hope whoever's writing the screenplay does a little bit better.
they're doing a series though.
Yeah, so they're doing a series. It'll be probably available here in
So-
the new year.
Somebody
Like
liked it
miniseries or
enough.
full size series.
Six.
I could see it being a mini. Okay, so I could see it being a mini.
I could see it being a miniseries, not something that carries on.
But it's
not
not.
interesting.
it's not- It's just gonna be. It was not set for America.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. So
Okay, somebody look up this Smilla. Let's see if she's even a
hang on.
pretty Smilla or a.
Is this for?
They
This is for
didn't.
the TV show.
Yeah,
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is Philippa Coster, and then it's hyphenated, so I can't actually see the full name.
if you click on her though, it'll
Where-
show
it
you.
doesn't show
Oh,
it.
it doesn't. Okay.
Well, I probably don't know.
No, they
Yeah,
have her
hopefully the
name,
movie is better.
SILL.
Where am I? F.
Oh my God,
LL.
Teen said I would read Lost Girls again
IPPA.
before rereading this.
And then
But mostly
her last
'cause it was
name is
shorter.
BOSTER
That's a
with
good
a
That's a
hyphen,
good
and it's
point.
hyphened.
That is a good
C
point.
O S T E R.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed some
Coster.
parts. Well, I'm gonna give it 2.5 in total, which is sad.
There's a hyphen,
Uh-oh.
but I can't see it. And then when I click on it, it's still not telling me the whole name. Who was
I'm trying to figure out
Who
who
was
in the kids, 'cause I've
Raheem
only ever
Youssef?
met Owen.
Yeah.
who was Raheem Youssef in the movie or in the book?
Raheem.
No one.
I have no idea.
So are they using that name instead of Raven?
Round.
Maybe.
If you are listening, she said round.
Raven. I'm going.
Yeah, I
with
don't
Raven.
think
I
that
said
either.
Raven the whole time.
I like
Katya
Raven too. I didn't
Carlson
listen
is
to this.
Amanda Collin.
Oh, he was
Okay.
finally
This is
let
the
out to see you.
Person that I
Okay.
actually.
He
so you
is
have-
once he like,
Is this the new one?
but he
Yeah,
can
the
like
TV
he
show.
can be scary. So,
Okay.
Yeah, he.
but he's really
he made me
not.
jump
I
even
would
He's
after.
like
I
smart.
would
She
read Lost
looks-
mostly before
Keeper.
it would be over quicker.
He's okay so far. Yeah.
Is that all we get? It is a picture of her
Yeah.
from the TV show.
She's
It looks
got,
like,
half a face.
Let me see. Let me see.
but we can't actually see her.
Ooh, I like that. Show everybody else. Okay. That's
It
not bad.
She reminds me of oh shit, what is her name? She was in Game of Thrones.
Team wants
I
to
knew
know.
you were gonna
Oh,
say that.
The blonde.
yeah, Amelia Clark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
kind
it
of.
is.
She does kind of look like her.
Who mechanic is and
Leo,
doesn't
be
know-
nice.
Okay, let me find. Okay, so we have Moritz, and he actually recognized him. Morton
pickles? So
Sturball is who Moritz is, her dad.
Okay.
Which
He looks
I
familiar.
recognize him
Yeah.
from what I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in The Killing.
Oh shit. That's where I know his face.
But
from.
it looks like
That
a
was good.
different series.
No, maybe not. Maybe it's a different one. No, maybe I don't know his face from there. I don't know.
We have who's Leaf?
Well, she has it.
Nobody.
They
Okay.
must have changed names.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he couldn't
do
get
it.
like
Stop.
the
Oh,
full.
thank you. What about nails popping off?
He's sniffing. He's like,
see
"Have I
that.
met you?
Yeah.
Have I met you? Have I met you?"
It doesn't tell us who the other people are.
No, they not yet. They did not release that all yet.
No,
So
we
we'll
only
see.
have 5.
Yeah.
I probably do.
Super weird.
Tom's Velasco. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Portrayal of a citizen. I don't know. So it's somebody.
Tell me who the mechanic is, and does he match the description in the book? Paper.
Who has a mechanic in the original film?
The film, yeah, because it's Julia Ormond.
But do we know who the mechanic is?
Yes, you've seen him in
Oh.
something. God, what's his name? It just left me. Oh my god.
It's saying.
Oh my gosh, his
I
name
gotta look at
literally
it.
just left me. He's older too. Definitely would not be the mechanic because he's like too old in comparison to her,
Yeah.
or at least just does not give off like the mechanic vibe. He doesn't look like he's. Well, no, he look.
I'm gonna assume that this Elias
Gabriel
is going
Byrne?
to be who the mechanic is.
Yes, Gabriel Byrne.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that's who is the mechanic in the
I can see
film.
that.
So I don't know.
What did he look like?
But
He looks
Vanessa
way too
Redgrave
old. Well, what did
is
he look like when the movie was
um,
out?
Oh, that's
Elsa
fair,
Lubing,
'cause it was in.
and I
when
like
was
that.
the
I
movie?
like that
When
for
it-
her.
97?
Yeah.
No, I gotta look at him up in 97.
I mean, I don't think he looked a whole lot different. Maybe a
No,
little
he looks
younger.
exactly the
He looks
same.
the
He
same.
did not change
Like,
at all.
if this is supposed to be coming out in July in the other country that it was meant for,
Uh-huh.
You think that they would like?
why?
Oh yes, he was in Little Women. He was. Yeah.
Like, why do we not know
Who's all in it? Maybe other
all
countries
the
don't release that
cast
info
is?
like we do here.
I
Like
find
full
it
cast.
obnoxious.
Yeah, it's totally obnoxious.
Well, here,
All right,
here's
well-
him in 97.
Yeah, he looks the fucking
It
same.
looks the same to me. I don't know.
Gray.
A little less gray, but
Like-
not much.
But in the film, he looks.
I did not
Full
picture.
color.
I did not.
More, but this is what he looks like now.
Yeah.
So he's
Kind of
definitely
a- oh wow, he
He's
looks a little
definitely
crazy
gotten-
bones there.
a little. That's him
Older.
now.
I mean,
Yeah, it's different.
I still did because wasn't he supposed to be like a big guy? Right?
Yeah, he's supposed to be
Yeah.
like beefier and like more manly looking.
Right.
He's just a little too. You know who he reminds me? He could play the Green Goblin in
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Spider-Man movies.
Yes. I get. Yeah.
What's his name? Who played it? Who played it?
I know. I know.
Yes, but you know who I mean.
Willem Dafoe.
Yes.
William. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
He does look like.
Yes. Exactly. That's the one.
Which is not the body you could think of with. the
No,
mechanic.
he's not the mechanic. Absolutely not. So, all right. Well, fuck this book, but we're about to go watch the film on Tuesday for whoever just wants to show up and do some shit. I'll like repost the info about it, but wow. It's sad that I can't even like imagine who I would recommend this to. And you know what's funny is Mom really liked it.
So she said she did like this one, like the science aspect of it, but August is her 5-star.
What did she give this one? Did she say?
I don't remember. I think I asked her, and I don't think she actually responded to me.
Why
Well,
is she
that's-
not?
She was still
Unacceptable.
trying to find the ending.
You know what? It's possible. Like, I don't even see her
Maybe.
commenting on here. So
She's
that's
watching, just not paying attention.
weird. Ma, what did you give this book?
Yeah, what was your rating for this one? I know you really love the science, and that's like the best part because I agree. That part was great. See, he comes at you.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend it.
Oh.
Unless somebody
Casey,
said
I'm
they
gonna
like.
hop
I'm
in.
just gonna give him.
I just
Nice.
didn't want to get my engagement band wet.
Oh no, don't do that! And congratulations.
Oh
You're
yeah,
gonna
did
have
I
to
tell
show
you
me
guys
pics
what?
later.
Oh yeah,
He
by
told
the
me.
way.
He told me. I got to know.
We're watching our babies grow up and we don't get to
How
know that
rude.
she's getting married.
By the way.
We're all looking
By
next to your
the
mom.
way.
Congratulations.
On a
That's
beach at
so
sunset.
exciting.
Wait, so is she moving?
Aw, Keeper.
She's going with us. Yes.
Keeper,
She's moving.
come here. Let her go swim. Let her swim. He'll go in, but he's too afraid to swim. He really wants to. He won't do it.
Mother, you're watching but not watching. We're
Keeper.
waiting for your review, and I'm finding this.
Keeper, come here, bud. Let her go
The
swim.
longer it
Come here.
prolongs, it's like less exciting.
Fine. You let her swim. Don't be a punk. He is a pretty baby. I know.
You know what we should have
He's a
done?
big baby.
We should have planned to do our unboxing today.
I was thinking that on the way here.
Yeah. We should have planned that.
We can't because Caitlin's planning on doing it tomorrow.
I know.
we
She
can't.
like
So
took
I
it
already
with
know-
her to be
But
able
then
to
we
do
also
it.
have two ladies who have definitely not received their box yet, which makes no sense because it's definitely in their town already and it's just sitting there. It makes no sense.
He's excited about the dog next door coming outside.
Oh, okay.
Oh
He has
my.
a buddy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so we're not unboxing, but
We have a cookbook.
we do have a
Oh,
cookbook,
did
but we
you
didn't put it up here. I don't
No.
know.
We'll post it in the group
Yeah,
and
we
we'll do all that at least tomorrow.
You know what I should do is send Melanie the May cookbook already. Eek. I did not.
Wow.
What, everybody drowning at the same time? Oh no, just the big ones. Great. That's the one that we want. Drowning. The big ones.
Listen, I
They're all
feel.
popping.
Oh, hold on. What did she say? What did she say? Would not read it. Wait,
For
so
the
no,
second-
hold on. How many stars did you? How many bees?
Yeah, how many bitches are you giving this one? How many ice cubes?
Any snowflakes?
Because Smilla was cold as fuck. She gets 5 cubes. She gets a whole iceberg for that. Cold
I'm
as
busy making sourdough. Bitch, you wrote so many
No,
words.
no.
You could have just given us a
No,
number.
no. Give your fucking recommendation. We're not letting you get away
It's
with it.
not one of us is going to give one fuck about what you rate
I
this.
just need to know if she's going to use the sourdough as a weapon.
You're gonna burn
Very
somebody.
important question.
Are you planning on
Like, are
burning
you planning on
someone?
somebody breaking
That's
in later?
like
and having to
gnarly
defend
burn.
yourself?
Yeah, can you imagine?
That sounds awful.
Yikes. Just like holding up a hot dough to someone's like man throat.
Bye, team.
Have a great night. Miss you all. Wish I could have been there. We missed you too. Can't wait to see you guys.
I
You
wasn't
in
expecting that.
in
You know what?
October.
You know that's why so many different books
That
out
just
there,
brought
you
up
know?
the
Like,
score to
yeah.
like 2.8.
There's
You
so
messed up the average.
Like 3. It's
Three.
probably like
That's
3.
okay. I would say overall, with everything combined, it probably is closer to a 3 anyway. So her bringing it up helps, but at least
Well,
it's not
for
the
all
worst.
of the bees that are not on, we'll have to put that in there as a poll. And
Did
let
we have
everybody-
a high-rated male author book at all?
what is her? I did it.
I feel like
We wanted it to be
one.
Ostrich Lands, but it
I was
wasn't.
about to say.
Ostrich
It's
land.
probably ostrich land.
Was Snobs higher than we thought it was going to be?
No, Snobs was
Lower than we
lower
thought it was
than
gonna be.
ostrich land. That I think,
Bernard
was our
Cornwall.
Huh?
That what Bernard Cornwall?
Oh,
That
which
was
one was that?
the Last Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Was
But
that
I
a
don't-
higher rated male author?
I think it was higher than Snobs. I don't recall
Yeah.
if it was higher than ostrich.
Ben, be careful.
But I
don't
liked that
remember
book
what
and
it
I would
was.
read the next one,
Like
but
the
I liked
third.
it less than I thought that I would
Yeah, I wanted to like it more too.
because I really like the show.
Oh, Ben, be careful. There we go. He's like shoving the dock all across the pool. I knew he was about to hit your kid, your little one.
The Stephen King one? Maybe.
Oh, the nasty one. I
yes,
didn't
I
read
wish you
that
could too,
one.
Jessica. I can't wait till we all
Salem's
can get
Lot.
together.
You didn't read that
Oh,
one?
I did read
Was
Salem's,
it-
but then
was it
also I was
Salem's Lot?
thinking Grady. I was thinking that book. when
Brady
he says-
Hendricks.
when he
You're
said
right.
Steve.
Oh, yeah. Which one was that? What was the name?
That was the Southern Book Club's Guide to Vampire Slaying.
Oh, yeah. I felt like we did like that one.
Like overall, I think that was higher rated for a male author.
I didn't read
Teen
either of
hated
those.
that one because she just didn't like how he wrote women in general.
Oh, this is where.
Yeah, I think Stephen King was probably the highest.
Yeah.
For
I
all
didn't
of
read that
our male authored books,
No, I
but
didn't read. I feel like I didn't.
I like the Southern
Mm.
Vampire.
Salem's
Southern,
Lot.
what
Yeah.
was it? Southern Book Club, whatever.
Shy.
The vampire one.
yeah, Vampire
I like that
Slaying.
one except for the one scene. That one scene was
Yeah, there were like a couple scenes that were rough. That was like when he went after, what the fuck was her name? The main gal.
Oh,
And then when he went after the kid.
Yeah.
And we saw like from someone else's eyes, like
Yeah.
those were. Yeah, let's not roughhouse anymore. Thanks.
All right.
No more roughhouse, then we can hear all that coughing. They're gonna be like dry drowning all of them tonight.
Wait, so did two of them get out? I don't see Leo.
Yeah,
Leo's
Yeah,
out. Leo's out. Yeah.
Well, listen, I feel like we have nothing left to say here, and I feel like I want to go enjoy Rebecca
I agree.
and Dominique.
I agree. So
She's just here for a short amount of time.
So
Everybody wants to enjoy me. It's okay. I'm used to it.
yeah.
We had a conversation about this
I was gonna
today.
make a comment, but I was like,
So Alyssa made a comment earlier today about, she said something about like, my body's like, I don't drink because my body's a temple, right? Because she's getting ready to go to college.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good girl.
And I said, well,
Don't fuck that
mine
up.
is like one of those archaeological finds.
Oh, it did.
It's like was spectacular once upon a time,
Mhm.
but now it's a little rough, but it's still pretty cool and lots of people want to look at it. So,
I guarantee there's not a person, you know, what was it? What was the movie that I love to like re-quote all the time, or book movie, Eat, Pray, Love, where she was like, do you remember when she's in Italy and she's talking to her new friend and she's like, oh, I can't have pizza because it's gonna like go to my thighs or my
Mhm.
stomach or whatever, and she's like, well, let me ask you something. You ever taken off your clothes and a man left the room? That's not
Right.
gonna happen. Eat the pizza. And I was like, that's fucking right. That is damn right. They're not leaving
why
the
I
room.
ate
They're-
your
and
damage.
she goes, he's just happy to see a naked woman.
right.
That's it.
exactly.
I feel like I'm smelling burnt popcorn again.
I
I feel
just
like
ate
a
some.
whiff of, oh.
You actually
laugh
are.
projected
You
it
are.
really
I'm
feel
not
it.
having
Mine
a
this time.
stroke. Thank you. That's great. All right. So, Jessica, we'll see you, and Mom, we'll see you tomorrow for our unboxing, and then Tuesday for our film, since obviously Mom loved this one and needs to watch it so badly. I can't wait to see what fucking scenes are actually in there.
Listen,
Yeah.
all
I'm
I'm
curious.
waiting for is for the cackling to begin
What's
with
it
that
rated?
clitty twisting.
The clitty twister. Stop it. That's
Dang.
great. That's
So
great. That's a
ridiculous.
great way. Instead of like
That's
titty
hilarious.
I
twister,
just need
that's
to
super
know if
perfect.
we're gonna see the bean and the slit too. I need to know that.
You're definitely not gonna see Julia Ormond pulling her fucking bean back and popping it in. That's not
But does she say it?
definitely not for well, yeah, or is
Open
it?
it up.
Oh my god, if she just says
And then
something
you know,
That would be
scream to.
ugh. We will enjoy our time with
okay.
Rebecca, and we'll
I
see you
swear if
tomorrow.
your dog shits behind us right now.
Right now, we're gonna see him like dug back. Right now, he's looking for a spot too.
I was waiting for him to just
Look
go
at that tail
right
out.
behind the umbrella.
Right.
And
He's about to go right
He's
over
good,
my
I like
head.
What is rated R?
Don't do it,
Yeah,
boy.
Oh my gosh. He's
You're
Just
welcome.
cover it, censor him.
Cup it.
oh,
Give him
she
some
said
privacy.
Stop it. Oh my god.
Hey,
He is
buddy,
so
you're gonna
fucking
get us
happy
kicked
right
off the
now.
internet.
major shit.
That's how she feels about
He
the
came
book.
over hopping. He's like, did you see what I did? Yeah, it made him drool. He felt so good.
That was his rating.
You ever take a dump so good he drooled?
No.
No.
No,
But now you've seen
Euphoria.
someone. Now you've seen it happen. Oh my god. All right. Oh, love you bitches, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Somebody's got to exit it though.